Welcome.
Attention, please.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome to the No Comfort Zone podcast. It's time to get out of your comfort zone and live on purpose. Broadcasting to the world from Rockford, Illinois. This is your wake-up call.
Warning.
You are the solutions to all your problems. Stop thinking average. Become the hero version of yourself. Every day, every time, without fail, no exceptions. It all matters. You've entered the No Comfort Zone. It's time for a reality check.
14 different medications. 14 different medications. Now, 14 different medications from a psychiatrist to tell me that, you know what, you're depressed, you're bipolar, you're manic, your mood's way off, you are psychotic, and you have major issues going on. So from the Prozacs, the benzodiazepines, the lithium, the Seroquels, the Zyprexas, all that nonsense that I was put on. 14 different medications. For Christ's sake, when I had my kids during visitation, when I was going through, parent weekend or whatever, when you're divorced, you go through and your kids come over and you have custody for the weekend. While I'm going through that, I couldn't even keep my eyes open. Geodone, I'll never forget. Christmas morning, I was told to take my medication. I took my medication as prescribed. Literally face planted in front of the entire family. That's like 4 sisters-in-laws, in-laws, kids running around my house, Christmas tree presents. I completely pass out. I go up in bed. My whole family leaves me for Christmas. I was basically overprescribed medication, taking it for a doctor's advice because I was labeled or misdiagnosed a certain way. It wasn't until I finally woke up. and realized that, you know what? My problem isn't that I'm mentally ill. My problem is that I had a bad time and didn't know how to cope because my wife was running around on me and I didn't believe it, couldn't believe it, wouldn't accept it, and I got depressed. And then I had situations going on at work because I couldn't handle my relationship and I was emotionally out of control. So after all this, I started to drink heavy. Now I'm taking this stuff. And the next thing you know, my whole life unravels. And guess what? It's all my fault. It is all my fault 100%. There's a lot of people out there that have mental illness right now that are going through some really hard times. And that pains me to even say that mental health is one of those things that people haven't gotten. But that's okay. I know a lot of motivational speakers at the top level that have been misdiagnosed, manic, bipolar and stuff. And that's just the way we are. ADHD, it's a gift. I don't have ADHD. I haven't been diagnosed ADHD, but everybody that I work with or live around, Dan, you talk fast, you have a lot going on all the time, you're always all over the place, you have ADHD. You don't know what I have or what I don't have. Maybe I have multiple goals I'm trying to pursue at the same time. Maybe I'm trying to help as many people as I possibly can. And no, I'm not manic, nor am I depressed. I'm a person with a lot of energy and a passion and a zest for life, and I lost that along the way. And it wasn't until I finally woke up that I realized, you know what, that I fell right back asleep after my coma for a while. And I decided I'm never going back to sleep again. I am wide awake, my eyes are wide open, and I am ready to go. No more pills, no more alcohol, no more drugs, no more relationships to make me feel better. No more money's going to do it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to contribute. I'm going to live in the moment. I'm going to live in the now, and I'm going to crush it. Because each breath I don't take for granted anymore like everyone else does. Because I was in the coma and I was laid out. I created the blueprint to wake me up, to give me that slap in the face, that cold shower that I desperately needed, that ice cold lake that I jumped into head first, figuratively speaking. Okay, I didn't literally do that. Figuratively speaking, to wake up, to realize that, you know what, it is way time for me to get out of my comfort zone and start living on purpose. And this message is for you. For the most part, I'm not a medical doctor. Not for the most part, I am not a medical doctor. I am not in a position to diagnose you, but I will say this. If you are taking psychotropic drugs, if you're drinking a ton of alcohol, if you're jumping in one relationship to the next, if you can't keep your relationship straight, if you're pleasure-seeking nonstop and avoiding your responsibilities, there's nothing wrong with you. You just don't know how to cope. And it's time for you to realize that you need how to cope and set some really big goals to knock off all the nonsense that you're doing that's distracting you in order to get where you really should be going. You are like a ship in the ocean without any guidance system whatsoever and without any rudder in the water. You're just going all over the place. That's it. You don't need medication to fix that. You need goals to fix that. You need a purpose to figure this out. If you don't know what your purpose is, go to thenocomfortzone.com, download the blueprint that I put together that literally identifies where are you at right now. It identifies where do you want to go? How did you get where you're at? You have to make decisions on where it is that you really do want to go and what you're willing to do, how you're going to get there. And then you also have to do yourself another favor. You have to take a lot of massive action. And then when you do that and you get yourself into this really uncomfortable state, you become very aware of the minute and the moment where you're at, because you feel the pain, you feel the discomfort, you realize you're centered on the planet and I don't like the way this is. But guess what? You grow outside your comfort zone. And when you actually begin to realize that there's no pill that can cure you, there's no drink that can fix you, there's no relationship that can make you feel better, that it's all entirely up to you, watch what happens to your life. Your life will explode with opportunity. Opportunities will be coming at you so fast, you won't even think straight. You're going to think it's like, what just happened? Did my horoscope change? Wow. You know what it is? Let's call it for what I think it is. It's karma. When you do the right thing, the next right thing happens. When you do the right thing with integrity and purpose, the universe opens up for you. The energies, the auras, everything that you have around you starts to say, you know what? This is the person that's worthwhile. This is the person that's really working on themselves, that wants to contribute to the greater good. This is the person that wants to throw intention into this energy, into this space, into this void, and make the world a better place. When you start doing that because you want to be a better parent, when you want to be a better employee, when you want to be a better entrepreneur, a spouse, a brother, sister, mother, husband, whatever it is that you want to be, when you start realizing, I want to be better. I just want to be better. I want to tell the truth all the time, and I want to feel great about it. I want to be the person that actually is 8 feet tall and bulletproof, and my friends surround me and support me in my decisions because I am a good person and I am worthwhile. If you find yourself reaching because everyone's telling you what's wrong with you, and deep in your soul, you realize there's nothing wrong with you, believe it. There's nothing wrong with you. There is nothing wrong with you. Believe it. There's an old saying or a joke. I don't know who said it. Maybe it was Robin Williams. God rest his soul. I'll tell you what. I think he said, is it just me, or why do crazy people, are they the only ones? Is it crazy people are the only ones who don't think they're crazy? And you know what? Call me crazy. Don't care if you do. 13 years have gone by, 14 years have gone by since I've taken any of those drugs or anything. Been totally clean, very happy to be sober. My life's completely changed. You can ask anybody that I work with, work around, have been with, even people that don't like me. I'm a solid citizen, a straight shooter. Super happy with where I'm at. I walk with purpose and I walk with intention. That wasn't always the case. I couldn't do it. I thought I was that, but that was all my ego and pride talking. It wasn't the real me. It wasn't until I decided to actually get a little uncomfortable, start taking steps in the right direction, like you probably should now. You should probably step up and be a better version of yourself. Be a better husband. Be a better spouse. Be a better father. Be a person that's less involved in technology. Be a person that's more involved in your community. See what happens. See how that reality is going to change for you, and then watch the people around you. And like my last podcast, pick up the phone and call people with intention and let them know that you care about them and that you're thinking about them, and just see what happens to your life. But I'm not a doctor. I'm not prescribing. I'm not diagnosing. I'm saying this. If you've got major problems and you're taking pills to solve them, that might not be it. Because if you're taking those pills, even the medications that you're taking, it says on there, you need therapy. A fraction might help you with your brain chemistry. But listen, if they didn't test your brain chemistry, why are they messing with your brain chemistry? Because that's what they think? Again, I'm not a doctor. I'm going to say that 100 times. I'm not responsible for that. I'm not saying get off your medication. What I'm saying is get heavily involved in therapy and talk to your therapist. Intensely talk to your therapist and let them know, what do I have to do to get off medication? How would that look? Do the responsible thing. But if you're that person who's dabbling in and out and your life's screwed up a little bit, listen, Go to the blueprint, write out some goals. I can't fix you. I can't really help you. But the blueprint, that's where you find the solutions within yourself to solve your problems so that you can become the hero version of yourself. You can be that person you want to be. And you know what? Therapy will help you get there. Meditation will help you get there. Art will help you get there. Physical exercise will help you get there. Diet and exercise will help you get there. Being real will help you get there. And the biggest thing that helped me in my life, you don't need to lie to yourself, anybody else about who you are, what you do, or what you want. Just be real. And when you're real and you're relevant and you're really raw, you're genuine, you're sincere, and you're authentic, you are definitely outside of your comfort zone. And I congratulate you for that, because guess what's going to happen next? You're going to find your purpose, and the universe is going to throw so many solutions your way. It's going to help you be a better version of yourself. Thanks for listening to my podcast. This is Dan, helping you get out of your comfort zone so you can live on purpose.
Say goodbye.
Want more of the No Comfort Zone? You can follow Dan on Instagram and Twitter at NoComfortZone1.
Bye.
Or on the web at thenocomfortzone.com.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the No Comfort Zone podcast.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.